on the ground, always gotta hold it down. Now they think they got it cause they sign up on a data, but there's only so much money in the year that is allotted. Plus you probably don't even know how it is divided.
What's up, people? YouTube, this is here bringing you guys another video to my channel, and today we are talking about Infinite Warfare. Now, Call of Duty XP just happened. Some big things happened there with the Infinite Warfare reveal, the multiplayer reveal, which was really cool. I'm going to talk a little bit about that, my opinions on it, where I jumped from my original state of mind. And the big thing I want to talk about in this video is my biggest worry. Now, some other things that happened at Call of Duty XP was there was the giant tournament, obviously, that you guys all know about with Optic and Envy and FaZe and all of them giant Call of Duty teams that everybody knows and everybody loves. A little bit of an upset victory there. I'm recording this on Championship Sunday. I know who won. You guys probably do too at this point. But anyways, let me break this down for you guys a little bit. So, Infinite Warfare was revealed. The multiplayer was revealed. Now, I'm not going to lie. When I watched it, I was a little underwhelmed. I went into this expecting complete garbage, and I didn't really get complete garbage, but I was still underwhelmed. Now, I'm not one of those people that bitches because Call of Duty doesn't change. That's what got us to where we're at now, with the boosting and the movement and everything else. My issue is not with the movement. 110% my issue is not with the movement. The movement is fine. I liked Black Ops 3's movement. Advanced Warfare was a little much, but if every Call of Duty game was to be like Black Ops 3, I really wouldn't complain that much. My problem is with the mechanics of the game. What could happen with the mechanics of the game? We all know what Ghosts was. I've heard a couple of different YouTubers say that Infinite Warfare feels like Call of Duty Ghosts and Call of Duty Black Ops 3 had a baby. Now, that could be good and that could be bad. It just depends on what they took from Ghosts and what they took from Black Ops 3. Obviously, they took heavy inspiration from Black Ops 3 with the movement system. And that's a pretty big deal. They took specialist, concepts, which is also a pretty good idea. I might make a separate video talking about rigs and all that stuff and how I feel about that going into this, and give you guys my opinions. It's kind of confusing because I wasn't actually there to play the game and get an actual first-hand concept on how it works and everything. But, I digress. Anyway, so my biggest issue with Infinite Warfare is I am extremely worried about how time to kill is going to be. That is going to be the make or break thing in this game for me. I know some people that doesn't affect so much, but in Call of Duty Ghosts, something that was a big deal was the time to kill. You just got absolutely melted in that game. And from what I've watched, it looks like the same exact time to kill. And I don't know about you guys, but I did not like the time to kill in Call of Duty Ghosts at all. It was way too fast. One of the biggest complaints going into Advanced Warfare, they wanted that changed, and so it was changed, and I really don't want to see them go back to that. And they might have. But if they could make sure that the time to kill isn't ridiculous, I think that we have a very, very good game on our hands. Now, let me explain to you why the time to kill is a big deal. In Black Ops 3, as of right now, sometimes it feels like your shots are not hitting. Every now and then you'll get into a game where it's like, wow, it feels like it's taking an extra bullet to kill. Granted, that is very, very frustrating. It's upsetting, and I have those games too, just like everybody else. The reason why that happens, for the most part, is because we have this thing in this game called Theater Mode. A lot of people know that Theater Mode pulls more internet, or more internet capabilities, I guess you could say, and that causes lag in game. So when that happens, sometimes it'll make it feel like you need extra bullets, or you're not moving as smooth as you would like, and that's pretty much how that happens. In Infinite Warfare, they confirmed that there will not be a Theater Mode. The last time that they took out a Theater Mode was in Call of Duty Ghosts. Advanced Warfare didn't have a Theater Mode either, but they increased the time to kill. If they're taking out Theater Mode, that basically decreases that lag. That turns every gunfight, especially if the time to kill is low, that turns every gunfight into who sees who first. In Call of Duty Ghosts, if I was running around a corner and somebody else was running around a corner, there's a pretty good chance that one of us were going to see each other before the other. And that's extremely unfair in a game where the time to kill is 0.3 seconds, because every game feels like hardcore. If you don't like hardcore, you obviously don't want every game to be like that. I personally did not want that. I did not like it. Every gun was a melt machine. It was very, very... the game was made for people to camp. That was literally what the game was best played for, and that's not my playstyle. I know that's not a lot of other people's playstyle. You literally had to set yourself up in a position where you could easily hit people without them seeing you. That's why there was all of those maps with the little nooks and crannies in Call of Duty Ghosts. I remember Prison Break was one of those maps that had these just little spots where people could be, and it was extremely, extremely frustrating. So pretty much that's my biggest worry when it comes to Infinite Warfare. If everything else is fine, the movement looks great. It looks like it's a little toned down from Black Ops 3, which is fine. I can deal with that. Not a big deal. The guns, that's another thing that I really like. I'm going to make a separate video talking about a category of weapons that's coming to Infinite Warfare, which is extremely exciting. But yeah, the guns, that's something else that is confusing and cool all at the same time. I don't really know how I feel. I'm not upset about it necessarily, but it's also something that's kind of like, I don't know. Like, we'll just see how it plays out. There's going to be a lot of weapons. There's weapon variants that's back in the game. Obviously, you guys probably know that by now if you are keeping up with any of this information. And yeah, so that's all I have to talk to you guys today about what I was worried about most in Infinite Warfare. If they make sure that that's not a problem, if shots are hitting properly and it's 3, 4, 5 shot kills, depending on the ranges, we're going to be fine. It just has to be right. Nothing can be a 2 or 3 shot kill. It can't. Nothing below a 3 shot kill. For Christ's sake, please, nothing below a 3 shot kill, unless it's like a sniper rifle or a shotgun up close. Please, just Infinity Ward, if you see this, I know you won't, but if you see this, please fix that. Don't let that happen. Anyways, guys, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Twitter and Facebook links will be down in the description as always. Please remember to like and subscribe. I'd really, really appreciate it. Help my channel grow. Help me get out there to more people. And deuces.